In the Czech Republic's Ondřej Perusic and David Schweiner. Well, what a matchup. Louis Let with you here once again. Another clash of the Titans. The top 8 teams in the world have gathered here with 2 wildcards to battle it out over a week of action. The winner of this game will match up with the teams in the second semi-final. Well, the weather just about perfect here. It has been raining throughout the evening, but it looks as if that's just started to leave us. The second semi-final between Anders Mol, Christian Sorum, the Olympic gold medalists now that we can call them. Christian Varenhorst and Steven van der Velde, their opponents. But first, this one must be decided.
Let's give a big warm applause for the first referee from Russia.
Well,
Mr.
Roman Kristovakin
Kristovakin
will be on the stand. A little wink and a thumbs up. That's what we like to see.
The second referee, Mr.
The second referee, Carlos
Rivera
Rodriguez. Can't quite pronounce his name like the stadium announcer. What an incredible year for Perusic and Schweiner. Arrived at the Olympic Games, had to sit out of their opening game due to a positive COVID test. They battled through their first game, but were knocked out in points difference. They are Olympians though, and they're in fine form. They're undefeated so far. And Ondřej Perusic, 6'3", 1m90, 9 seasons on the tour. They played 41 events together. They've had 2 wins to their name. Their last one, the Prague 2-star, straight after the Olympics. And David Schweiner joins his partner, 6'7", 2 meters tall. The good work they've done with Andrea Tomatis, the former Italian coach, paying off. The pandemic really worked for them. They refined their game. And they've come out firing. They won the Doha 4-star earlier on this year. Wow. Olympic silver medalists. A team that haven't won on the World Tour since 2016. But they're legends of the sport. Paolo Nicolai, 33 years old now, 203, 6'8" from Ortona, 16 seasons, 92 events together. Nicolai Lupo and Daniele Lupo from Rome, 30 years young, 195 centimeters.
Signore e signori, buon divertimento, ma fatemi sentire le mani a tempo!
Well, the crowd have made their way in. These teams have met 4 times previously, not the 21 times that Nicolai Lupo have played against Bauer Musen in that first quarterfinal. Crazy amount of head-to-head matches due to the fact they're the same generation and 2 legendary teams from this generation of players. Nicolai Lupo, well, they've lost 2 games, Varenhorst, van der Velde, and also to Perusic and Schweiner. We heard in the post-match interview from Nicolai that they had to figure a few things out because they were well beaten, 21-16, 21-19 to Perusic and Schweiner. Slight pause before we get underway.
Il referto elettronico, facciamo la prova mani, a tempo ancora!
Well, a delay here. Looks as if Paolo Nicolai and Daniele Lupo will go back to having a pepper.
Okay guys, let's go.
Seems like we're ready. Well, the Czech pairing have the beating of the three-time European champions in the head-to-head record. 3 wins to 1, and it's Nicolai that looks fired up here. And rightfully so. A final would be huge for them. Chance for Perusic. Goes with the hammer. There's a net touch somewhere against Paolo Nicolai. But they're making Nicolai move all over the net, so it's only right that at some stage he has to brush it. Lupo from the inside. Loads of different line shots. He tries to bring the ball back to the cross court, but it's a missile that goes astray. Well, Schweiner and Perusic have been alongside Qatar and Stefan Bowermans, Yarek Duglut, the most improved teams on the tour. Yes, they've been meddling a little bit, Perusic and Schweiner, but their consistency is certainly improving. They're finding themselves in the big games. They won the Doha 4-star, the first event back after the pandemic, back in March. But since then, a 3rd place in Cancun backed up that win. 17th to the 9th, but then in Ostrava they took a 2nd to Blauer Musen. And they keep knocking on the door, and in this situation, you can't say they're the favourites in Italy against Nicolai Lupo, can you? Nicolai Lupo, the #1 seed, but #1 seed due to being the host country here. But on their day, also another team that are up there with the best in the world. Well, we've seen a fast play through that angle, back cross the body. Now we see Perusic just take a little bit of power off. Nicolai can reach over as far as he can, but there's no way he's getting his paws on that one. Lupo. Nicolai float serving. Looks to move in, and this is what their game has been built out of, Schweiner and Perusic. They never allow you to feel comfortable, and they do some very, very risky work, but they do it, and they make it look very easy. There's not one team on the World Tour that isn't threatened by Perusic and Schweiner anymore. But the way they move the blocker outside in, inside out, they run the back set when they pass long angles to make the blocker move one way and then across the net the other. But Daniele Lupo will keep with that same style that he's used for so long. Nicolai Lupo plays such a high level. But once again, passing, making the blocker move, trying to open up channels to beat the block, this time to the line. Well, Lupo, faultless so far. This time from the middle, couple of quick steps back to the line, shifting. Nicolai, it's another bit of work from the inside. Nicolai's there again. Anything that's tight, Nicolai's always looking through the net, always making a watch, and he makes one eventually that results in a point. Nicolai's on fire. Well, having spoke to him before, he's a big advocate of concentration, having to Keep watching through the net, watch the 2-ball, watch the approach line of the spiker, and bosh, he's in your face. Change of ends. This could be a humdinger. Nicolai, fastest recorded spin serve in the world of beach volleyball. Gets after another one. Perusic puts one in short on Nicolai, trying to affect the approach of him. It's a great move into the angle. Very difficult for Nicolai with that ball set so wide to access the line there. As soon as the ball goes across him, he can only really bring the ball back on the angle. We've already seen a dislocated shoulder for Melissa Humana Paredes in the women's semi-finals earlier on. I was scared something was going to happen again as Schweiner turns and tries to keep the ball alive. The display of sportsmanship between Nicolai Lupo and Jake Gibb earlier on in the week. Jake Gibb's final ever World Tour event, which is a deeply sad, but as he said, it's a happy moment for him. But the reaction of Nicolai Lupo was just one of respect and love. Lupo's beaten on the chop shot this time. Maybe left second guessing there, Lupo. From the inside. Hasn't missed many, has he? Nicolai was blocked out, but jumbo scene. Lupo, who is in fine form in the quarters, has just picked his form up again and carried it on through. Italy would love to see their two heroes through. Schweiner, outside in, moves the blocker, turns it back to the line. With a couple of little looks towards Nicolai Lupo. Czech have the lead by 1. Enthralling start to this men's semi. Both teams have found some side-out rhythm. They've also both made a couple of stops. One from the left side, comes in away from the body. Fascinating because exactly that same play previously goes to the line. Nice serve from David Schweiner. Nicolai's just taking a couple of steps here. Might just want to change the angle of his serve to try and force Schweiner into something here. He does force Schweiner into a pass off the net and a handling error from Perusic. And Italy have the lead here. Caught underneath the ball there. Perusic. One back for the Czech Republic, although Nicolai certainly did his job from behind the service line to rattle the cages of Perusic and Schweiner just for 1 point. Lupo. Ideal side out from Lupo. First of all, the quality of the pass. Not lots of service pressure, but holds the platform for a long time before just brushing it back across the body. Reverse now from Schweiner. And once again, they're making it tough for the blocker. They beat Nicolai to the line. Tied at 14s, nothing between them. I think that's what we expected. Reverse. This time they've got their read on Nicolai. That's twice he's run the back set back across the body, and twice he's been blocked out. But what a recovery that is from Italy. Schweiner did nothing wrong here, but Lupo just lifts it from nowhere, and in transition rips one. And with that, Italy lead again. Interesting to see this back set from Nicolai's being blocked out cross court twice, but fair play to Lupo. That cover was great. More through the centre. When you're the height of Schweiner, it's interesting. He likes to hit from this centre area because he still has a couple of plays that he can use cross court. He can bring it back to the line like we've just seen, and that's purely because of his height that he has. He keeps all of his swings alive by hitting from the centre. Perusic makes a great dig and then puts one, turns it past the outside hand of Paolo Nicolai. In the middle of a battle here, you've got Lupo covering everything. Perusic, full stretch, dig of the day. Andre Perusic casts it over the top of the block. Lead keeps changing. No easy games. As we approach the finale of what has been a super Saturday here on the World Tour. Nicolai kicks out, sells the hammer, nurdles it line. From the centre again, Schweiner. This time does try and work it back angle. He's missed one, and Italy lead by one. Swings of two, left, right, and centre here.
Time out,
A timeout from the Czech Republic because of that 2-point swing.
A tempo con le mani, su, su.
Well, 2 timeouts in quick succession. Schweiner from the left side once again. He's missed one, and Paolo Nicolai makes a big monster block into the angle. Goes low out of the vision of Schweiner so he can pop up and surprise him into the angle. A couple of missed side outs in succession means Italy hold all the cards here. Reverse play now, moving Nicolai, trying to turn him back, but 3 missed side outs in a row. Schweiner says, my bad. Italy look like they're going to go 1-0 here. The Czech team haven't lost a game all competition. Nicolai Lupo haven't won a World Tour event since 2016. They'll be desperate to find their way into the final. They have won in Haiyong, the Olympic qualification competition. They beat Blaue-Musen in China for a place at the Olympic Games in 2019, but Nicolai just turns and caresses it. Everything going the way that Italy want right now. Two ball from Lupo to Nicolai, and there is the opening set. A fantastic performance from the Olympic silver medalists from 2016. They didn't have everything their own way, but they served well, they sided out nicely, and a couple of big blocks at key times from Paolo Nicolai. The lights are off, but the action is on here in Sardinia.
Back on the stand for the second set. Italy won the first one, 21-17. Le mani a tempo, Cagliari!
Set 2 underway. Daniele Lupo serves and then makes a dig. The oohs and ahs in the crowd tell you everything you need to know. But there is no stopping that from Perusic. Being quiet through this game, Perusic. Fast feet, good arm, back to the sideline from him. Draws it so far back across the body that it was too good for Italy. Lupo. A rare error from Lupo here. this evening. Remember, Italians 3-time Olympians. They beat Phil Dalhouser and Todd Rogers. The word on the street is that they out Phil and Todd in 2012. In 2016, they lost to Bruno and Anderson in the Olympic final. And Tokyo this time, another fifth. 4 straight fifth finishes for Nicolai Lupo in a row. Not this week, they're playing for the medals. 2 back to the line, Lupo is there once more. Chance on 2, Perusic is starting to get more involved in this game. Taking the second ball and hammering it through. Well, Nicolai Lupo won their first event in Fuzhou in 2014. In a win against Alisson and Bruno. Christian Varenhorst actually took a bronze that week. We're going to see Christian Varenhorst against the Vikings very, very soon. 2014 seems like a long time ago in World Tour history. Remember, they won the European Championship, one of 3 here in Sardinia. They beat Samoilov Smedins in Cagliari in 2014. Chases on, what a rally. Oh, bundle. Neither team giving an inch it. The last win, Sochi in 2016 on the World Tour. Wins in the European Championships since then in BN 2016, 2017 as well. It's been a long absence to the top of the podium, but so far so good for Italy. Czech Republic, back to the angle from Perusic. We've seen him draw that fast one back across the body. Now he goes away. Lupo. How good has Daniele Lupo been throughout this phase, or this entire game? Stays high enough to test Perusic very, very high defensively. Yes, it's at the defender, but it's one thing being at the defender straight in the platform. It's another thing aiming for their shoulder and getting a big deflection off them and out of play. Massive work once more. Schweiner through the center. This really is turning into a very good game. Lupo served. Lupo in the pocket this time. Opportunity knocking for Perusic, and he doesn't need asking twice. Defensively, it's strong work from Andrei Perusic because, yeah, he's made the dig, but he's made the perfect dig. With Lupo, previously stayed so high through that same swing. This time it was more into the pocket, easier defense. Creative as ever, Lupo. Comes in on the line where Schweiner's trying to judge how to line up as a line blocker. And as soon as he turns that ball so late, that line of Schweiner's block is almost irrelevant. The challenge system being used once more. Perusic wants to get back to action.
Official review.
Now the ball mark everything we need to look for. Clearly long of the court. Lupo from the centre once more. Not twice. In the breadbasket of Perusic. This time he's beaten to his right foot. Again, anywhere out of the pocket's going to be tough. Miss serve from Nicolai.
Okay, let's go.
The level here has been very high. Schweiner through the centre. And hitting from the centre at way over 2 meters is difficult to block. Lupo says, my bad. Feel that he might just feel that he should have shifted with the play a little bit towards the line, but Schweiner has got that ball back to the sideline as well, so he's defending the line. Can get quite confusing defending the middle balls in beach volleyball. This time there's a change, blocking angle on that back set. Lupo's on the line. Didn't have a powerful line there, the Czech. Blocker, Schweiner, dug, and then that's gone back super heavy. Lupo once more is taking matters into his own hands. Italy haven't made many blocks in this second set, but Lupo is making a lot of digs. Fast to the inside, trying to move the blocker. Lupo is there again. Lupo is everywhere, all of the time. Daniele Lupo. Everything he touches at the moment turning to gold. Fast plays, back to the angle this time. Remember, it's 8-6 to the Czech Republic, now tied at 10-10. Good run for Italy. The crowd are starting to sense something, but for Perusic and Schweiner, there's a lot of work to be done, and we've got to know them very well on the World Tour. We know they don't give up without a fight. We know they're going to be all the way. We're in the game all the way to the end. Perusic has to take this opportunity and does. Technical timeout, Czech Republic lead, and they lead through a fantastic swing from Andrej Perusic.
Technical timeout, e allora signori ascoltiamo bene le parole di questa canzone, lo facciamo tutti insieme.
Si può fare musica in ogni momento, ma senza una tromba, nessuno strumento. Vi faccio un esempio. Alziamo le mani, battiamole a tempo.
Siete bravissimi, fatevi un enorme applauso!
Second half of a must-win set for Perusic and Schweiner. Taking business into his own hands, David Schweiner here. Starts on the line, a quick shift of the feet into the angle, fast hands. from Schweiner. Nicolai on 2. Bump to the line seen from Lupo. Hasn't missed many, Lupo. It's another outstanding stab from Perusic. What a play from both teams. Perusic, well, we saw one previously on the other side of the court. Big plays from Andre Perusic. Timeout from the Italians. Since that technical timeout, a block and a defense from the Czech team put them back in the driving seat.
Lo facciamo sentire ancora le mani per questi ragazzi, forza Cagliari!
Lupo. When you look through the years, this team will certainly be remembered for the mark that they've left on the sport. Lupo creative, Nicolai physical. The physicality is only going up in this game. Average height of the blocker on the men's height at the Olympic Games over 2 meters for the first time. Lupo, such great control on the ball every time he's spiking. This time deep to the angle. It's a beautiful thing about Lupo. Most of the time out of the breadbasket. Reverse, back to the line, Nicolai gets one back. What a timeout from Italy. Since they've called the timeout, it's a role reversal. Defense from Lupo, block from Nicolai, swings of 2, straight back in the face of David Schweiner.
Timeout per la Repubblica Ceca, le facciamo ancora sentire a tempo queste mani.
Well, some of the officials, Nicky Markov there, who are waiting to go down court side to see whoever wins this, be conducting the interviews, but who will be victorious and be the first team through to tomorrow's gold medal match. We'll have to wait and see. Schweiner, unreal. The speed and the trajectory here, ridiculous. Comes in quite straight and then just flips it away from the body. Unreal. Timeouts seem to change the rhythm of the game frequently here. Chance on the turn, not another 2-point swing. No, Nicolai is perfectly aligned. Really is. As soon as they're underneath the ball, there is no wrist away swing there for Schweiner. Has to try and go to the line. Stopped by Nicolai. Straight approach away from the body again. It's that same swing as what we just previously saw, but it's dug this time. Nicolai has taken this game to a whole new level. Focus is high, swing block into the wing, drops his hands inside, shuts down the Czech Republic, and now Italy lead again. Who knows what's coming here? Have another big game coming up after this.
Facciamolo fortissimo l'applauso per questi ragazzi, forza Cagliari 27!
Well, Lupo just expects to dig everything. Lupo from the inside. Wow.
What a super spike! Tutti insieme!
This is not easy. Rotation in the air, turns it back with speed and power right back across the body. Very smooth in every movement there, Lupo. Makes the read, but through the seam is good enough for Perusic. Wasn't far away though. Incredible game here at the World Tour Finals. It really has been sight to behold. Two very good teams. Lupo takes a couple of steps towards Nicolai to make sure that ball gets across him, so he's got all of his options available. And this serve keeps the teams level, but Italy will have another chance to side out to regain their lead. Lupo's being served a lot of balls on that long angle. The reason why you serve Lupo on the long angle, it makes it very difficult for him to get into these positions. He does it really well there though. But as soon as he passes on an angle, he has to work really hard to get his feet back inside the ball to have all of his options, but that's in theory. In reality, he's making it look very easy at the moment, Lupo. Put to the floor, there'll be a little loss of rhythm here, which means a good decision is needed, and going with a big rip off the hands is the perfect decision. Been a great game. Paolo Nicolai, Andrej Perusic, what a touch this one is. Needed accuracy. Perusic makes a break for the Czech Republic. This dig, there's 3 or 4 digs in this game from Andrej Perusic. World class. Rolls one over the top. Paolo Nicolai. Lupo was siding out so well, they've had to change up. Lupo puts one in the path of Paolo Nicolai, who does the rest. Joust is on. The set was tight, so Nicolai came right back into the game. That's a big moment in this game. By no means easy to hit with that power away from the body on the retreating Paolo Nicolai. Italy have been held back here. The Czech pairing superb, and changing the serve onto Paolo Nicolai. Something that's really worked out for them. There we go to a third set once again on this Super Saturday of the World Tour Finals. Certainly isn't bad news when the level is this good. Confirmation of the score. What a game. Perusic, Schweiner take the second after conceding the first. More attacks from them, more errors from Nicolai Lupo. More blocks from Nicolai. We knew that one though. Who knows who will book their ticket first into the final? Remember, Netherlands versus Norway. The Olympic gold medalists are up next. Newly crowned, first time they'll be announced at a World Tour event. The Beach Volley Vikings as the Olympic gold medalists. Lupo just tries to nudge the ball towards the sideline to try and get David Schweiner reaching. Again, serving those angles are going to keep him out of that middle area where he really wants to hit from. So they're just trying to figure out where Schweiner wants to be to where they can try and move him to stop him from getting to. Nicolai loving Lupo after the pat line. Put to the floor, but that's exactly where Lupo wants to be, in the middle, being able to turn it back to the line. He can go 2 or 3 areas up on that sideline. Stepping up, Lupo chases on for Nicolai. Watch out, advertising boards. Perusic, Schweiner. Once again, run the ball around the back. Nicolai decides to break this time. Seen from Schweiner. Everything going that way. Easy to hit with power through Nicolai Lupo. This siding out. It'll be interesting to see if Perusic, Schweiner go on Lupo for the lion's share of this set and then flip it back to Nicolai like we saw previously.
Lupo al servizio, tutti a tempo. Su, su, su.
Defense stacked to the left side. Schweiner plays back to his left. And once more, it just proves to be very, very complicated to play defense against Schweiner when he's running the reverse set, running to the middle. Dummy 2 ball from Nicolai, through the sharper angles from Lupo. Faultless once more, Daniele Lupo in his side out mission in set 3. Side out for a side out. And once again, Nicolai Lupo seemed to be quite far away from where the play ends up. Shows good problem solving from Schweiner. Both teams siding out. Not many breaks so far. Still no breaks. Both teams working ever so hard to try and earn one here. The dolly dropper in no man's land. Scene. Lupo loves the line. Perusic makes a gamble and makes it. This time back to the angle. Is the ball in is a question. There's a touch off the block from Schweiner. He's admitted to that one. We could be here all night watching this game. Matrix style stuff from Schweiner. Previously shot. Schweiner goes away. This time he stays high and drags it back to the line. Nicolai fancied the angle there. Chance for a 3-point lead. Is the ball in? The hands on the hips from Nicolai tells us everything we need to know there. 3-point game.
Schweiner on serve, asking for the timeout requested by Italy.
And because of the 3-point game, Italy need to sit down. They need to think about how they're going to side the ball out to start with, but after that, what's it going to take to make stops on the Czech Republic? Because Perusic and Schweiner are finding rhythm. They've been confident all year long.
Schweiner on serve, le facciamo sentire queste mani per questi ragazzi Cagliari!
Well, Lupo takes on Perusic high as they're not out of time just yet. But the calmness, the togetherness of Perusic and Schweiner, key here as they start to edge closer to the finish line. And after the frustrating Olympic Games for them, one where they managed to play, but sporadically, they would love to go the whole way here. And what a time to serve up an ace to the inside hand of Paolo Nicolai. Lupo the target. They need a side out here, Italy, they take one. Lupo again, stubborn, stern to the back line. Sets ideal. And off the net, away from the body. No right to swing on that one and swing in from Schweiner. 99% of the players would want to turn that one back line. Not much room to miss from that situation, but Schweiner puts a check pairing within 4. Lupo, who I think has sided out incredibly well. Bosch through the seam. We've seen him come back to the angle, come back to the line. If you keep to hit the sidelines, blockers and defenders will start to sit a bit wider and it will open up the seam for Lupo. Not much room to play with. They show no sign of letting go here. Another change of ends. Cross line. Again, technically a very hard swing to hit one back right the way through the body. Elbow has to come back, shoulder has to whip it round back to the sideline. But as Nicolai and Lupo desperately search for aces and errors, the face of Nicolai is quite clear. They've already lost to this pairing earlier on in this competition. And they have it all to do here. Lupo. And a little bit of luck off the net for Perusic, who calls for calm in these stressful situations.
Stand up, now everybody clap your hands.
Lupo the target. It could be over, it is over. And they're still undefeated. David Schweiner and Andre Perusic have put in a fine performance this week. They're undefeated, wins against the US, the Netherlands, Latvia, and twice against this legendary Italian team. Put them through to the final. The fans love it for Nicolai. Lupo. We'll see them for bronze tomorrow. A difficult year, but a great year for Perusic and Schweiner. A win in Doha. Podiums in Ostrava, a second place to Blamus and a third in Cancun. They're showing the best of themselves here in Sardinia once again. There's the confirmation, 15-10 in the third. We said it was going to be a humdinger. It certainly was a humdinger. Nicolai Lupo play for bronze. Perusic Schweiner, the first team in the gold medal match to be confirmed. Well, the statistics, the same amount of attacks, more errors from Nicolai Lupo, more blocks as well, but aces and errors are where the teams were separated. You have to feel sorry for Nicolai Lupo, but it sounds like we're ready to hear from Perusic Schweiner.
You seem to be invincible here in Cagliari. You made it to the final of the finals. What do you think?
It's hard to say something. It's amazing. We didn't expect it at all. All the teams we played, they are super strong. They made it to the final, so they are really the best of the best. We are super excited to be in the final. I would say today the Italian guys, they played really good. They are a really strong team. They put a lot of pressure on us with the serve. We were struggling a bit with the block defense system. And I think what made us win was the partially luck, like the ball on 14-10, and partially the fact that we we didn't give up, and we fought till the end.
Do you think this was probably the hardest match so far here at the tournament?
By the result, probably yes, but every match was so difficult. We had to fight for every ball, and it's not gonna be different in the final.
Although we are in Italy, you had some strong, very noisy supporters here. Did that help?
It's like a second home because we have Italian coaches. We spent a lot of time in Rome practicing, also with Paolo and Daniele in Formia. So I think it was amazing match for the crowd.
Okay, thank you and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Fighting till the end, the Czech pair of Perusic and Schweiner. That's what we've become accustomed to, but they've gone through to the gold medal match at the expense of Daniele Lupo and Paolo Nicolai. The only thing that's left to find out is who will join them. The Olympic gold medalists are up next. Anders Mol and Christian Sorum. The Beach Volley Vikings will have a tough game in front of them as they play Christian Varenhorst and Steven van der Velde. They've already beaten Qatar today. No easy games left in what Nikolai Markov was saying. The final of the finals is what's at stake. Nicolai Lupo playing for bronze. Perusic Schweiner are through to the final, and that's how much it means to them. Well, we're going to be back very shortly for what should be another fascinating game. The World Tour Finals are certainly delivering, and the fans absolutely love it.
Viverla e rinascere ogni volta. Sardegna, sicuri di sognare.